Hello everyone, today I am going to show you how to create text to butterfly using Blackmagic Design Fusion. As you see in this output, the butterfly generated from text. Okay, so let's start with Fusion. So in Fusion, we mainly create three stages. First, the emitter. Second, particle system. And third, butterfly on that particle. So first I am going to create Emitter Source. So for that I am create one text plus tool, and here I change my workspace to one view, and I drag this text plus over here, and here I am going to write anything, whatever you like. For example, here I write butterfly. I change my text to, for example, Marian Pro, whatever you like, but I always prefer some bold font over here. I just change my quality to high quality. I deactivate auto proxy, so I see the proper age of any graphics on my viewport. So now this is my text. I change the size of the text, increase little bit like this. Now I here create one polygon mask. You can also create that mask over here in mask tool. So right now I have some shortcuts, so I am definitely go through that shortcut. So here I create one poly mask tool, and I just create some random shape over here. I change my timeline to 200 maybe, and now I cover my text through this polygon mask like this. Okay, now I want this particular mask or my emitter is just cover a little line or a little thickness from this mask tool. So for that I just select this polygon, I copy, Ctrl C, and to paste instance of this mask I have to click Ctrl Shift V. So this is my instance mask. So whatever you change over here, it reflect on this instance mask. But the benefit of Fusion is that you can de-instance any property at any stage. So for example, I select this thing, and you can see whatever you see in this green box is instance, so it automatically reflected or carry the value of this polygon 1. So I select this and I just right click on my border width and I just de-instance this particular property. So now whatever you change over here, it reflect on this mask, even this mask. But if you change the width, for example, I am little decrease like this. Now you can see. So in this mask only the width property is different from each other. Now I add some softness over here. Okay, little softness. Now I create one merge node. I put this mask as my background on in yellow input and this mask in green input. Okay, now I drag over here and in merge one, in operator you can use XOR. So I get this good edge through this process. Now you need to apply this mask on this text and you have to apply multiple time mask on this particular text. So for that I'm going to create one tool, that is matte control. I click over here. Now I apply my content or my text as background. Right click over here, I drag over here in between this tool and I set this as garbage matte. Now I drag these things over here and you can see here that mask applied as a garbage matte. So for that I need this area actually. So for that I just select this matte control, I go to garbage matte and I just invert my garbage matte. So now you see. Okay, so this is my first stage. I create the source of my emitter. Now I have to create particle system. So in Fusion, here your particle P emitter. So I select this one and you need always particle renderer. So whatever you want to create, you just need to create that thing, whatever your forces and all those stuff in between these two node. First is emitter and last one is P renderer. Now I drag this thing over here and you can see here I have one emitter. So before I apply this emitter source, first we create a proper particle system through emitter and P renderer, and in between some forces I have to apply. So I just select this thing and right now I am not going to play with this numbers and lifespan. First of all I have to create the flow of the particle and all the stuff. So for that thing I select this and I apply particle turbulence. I drag over here and now you see whatever particle generated, apply some turbulence effect. So I just change some value in turbulence to proper simulation. So for that I select turbulence, I increase X strength, also increase Y strength, because this is butterfly, so I need some more, so maybe zero point 0.4, and here 0.533 maybe. And you can also change a little strength over life like this, and I also change density like 40. Now you can see my particle goes like this. Okay, now I select this P emitter, I go to region, and here in region you have to select bitmap, and here one input activated, and that is your emitter source. So for that I apply this mat control over here. If you play these things, you can see that particular particle. For example, I just deactivate this P turbulence by pressing Ctrl P or pass through. Now you can see that particle generated like this. So again I activate particle emitter. Now I have to change some values in my emitter, and for that I select my P emitter. Number is okay, but I apply some variation in my numbers. Life 100 is okay, but I apply some variance like 30, and I go to style. Instead of point I have to apply line. Okay, but the problem is that right now that line always face my camera. See, whenever I see these things, it towards my camera. But as you know that butterflies always fly according to the velocity or the path they follow to fly. It's always their face facing their velocity. So for that I have to change some value, like I go to control, rotation control, and here you have to deactivate always face camera. So now you see, but the major one more you need to change is that rotation mode is absolute rotation, and you have to change it to rotation relative to motion. Okay, so according to their motion path, change the rotation thing. So now you see, so it goes like this. Now the butterflies fly very fast, so for I have to apply one more force, and that is friction. So it's giving some more physics in my particle system. So I select this value friction, and let's see first how this value works. Okay, so the same value, I'm happy with that. If you want to change, you can change. Okay, so this is right now set for my particle system. You have to change after some time. So now my third stage is to create butterfly, and for that I need one reference image. So I load that reference image. You can pick any image or any shape that you want to apply as the particle. And now I just create one background same as this size, so 512 by 512, and I just trace the one side of this butterfly. And so for that I select this, I just click on polygon mask, I click over here, click over here, click. You can also use some PNG file and all the stuff, but here I prefer, if you have some good tool within this Fusion, so why can't I use that tools. Okay, now I select this vertex and I press Shift S. Okay, like this, and I change my background color to white. Now I just go to tool 3D and I create one image plane 3D, and I apply this background on my image plane like this. Now make sure that whenever you create these things, your content is face towards X direction, positive X direction. For example, this is my face of the butterfly, so you need to change. For example, I change my Z like this, minus 90 degree. So make sure that this is my world X, so this content is always facing towards positive X. So now I have to apply some animation in Y. So whatever you like I apply the initial stage like this, minus 60 degree. So I just right click over here, animate. I change my timeline to maybe 10 and maybe minus 20. Okay, now I need to go curve editor, that is spline. I just click on this Y rotation, I select this, press Shift S, okay, I select this both keyframe, I right click over here, go to set loop and I apply ping pong. When I play this thing, it works like this. If you feel that you need to faster or slower these things, you need to just change the value and it reflect on this looping system. So I am happy with this right now. Again go to flow, and to create another wing I just apply one duplicate 3D, that is the best option. and I just go to scale, and here I apply in Z scale -1. Okay, if you feel that this content is little point 0.1 is little 0.00, so 0.001 is the value, and you can create a good butterfly over here. Okay, so now this is my particle system, and the thing is that you can't apply any 3D content as particle in your particle system. So in style you can apply line, bitmap and all those stuff, but you can't apply any geometry, 3D geometry as my particle system. So for that I need one tool, that is replicate 3D. Okay, and I apply my particle system as input of replicate, and this butterfly as my replicate. And now you see here lots of butterfly over here, but the thing is that it is not work properly. It's not facing that butterfly thing towards their motion. So for that I need some changes in replicate 3D. So I select this replicate 3D, I just go to align, and right now not align, so I have to apply TB and align, that is tangent, binormal and normal alignment. And now you see that butterfly goes properly towards their motion, like the particle system work. Now I have to change some values in my P emitter. So I select this P emitter, I go to style, in size I just increase the size, and I apply some variance, maybe 0.05. I apply some size over life. So initially it has 0 size, it increased to 1. I just click over here, and in end life it increased some more value. Now in color I just go to color over life, I click over here, I apply some orange color, I click over here, and in end just apply alpha to 0, so it easily faded out properly. So this is my particle. So now I create one more matte control over here. Again I apply text over here, and this polygon that you change border width, I just click over here, right click, I set it over here and apply this as garbage matte. Okay, now I apply one image plane 3D, apply over here, and if you want to change the color of this butterfly text, you just go material, you can change like this, this is my text color, and this is my replicate. So I just need one merge 3D. I apply this over here, this replicate 3D on this input, and now you see I just change right now color little brighter like this, and now you see I just play this thing. Okay, and you can apply some light over here and put some camera, some background. Like I just quickly set up the thing. So I just create one shape 3D, and I just drag little back side, increase the size of this plane background, create one camera. That is very necessary when you use some 3D content. And in camera I'll always prefer target camera, so you can easily move the stuff like this. And I put one light. My favorite one is spotlight because it has some good shadow and all the stuff. So I again drag over here. Here I also prefer that use target option is activate. I change the position of these things. I just activate light and shadow. I select these things. I apply one render 3D, drag over here, and I have to enable lighting. Click like this. Select my light, change the position of the light. Again I need to change some specular value. For example, I decrease intensity so I can easily see my content properly, the text content. I can change the color, the text like this. Okay, I add some softness in my light, so I just go to shadow, apply variable, increase some density like this, and now you check. And I need one more light, ambient light, and just decrease the intensity to 0.3. And you can play with some color and all the stuff in this particle system. Okay, so that's how you create text to particle using Blackmagic Design Fusion. So hope you like this tutorial. See you soon with another tutorial.